way for sports and boxing fans to end the year of 2018. This is the brawl to settle it all at the O2 Arena Saturday night, and it's all brought to you by Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, along with former world heavyweight champion David Hay for Haymaker Boxing, and sponsorship provided by William Hill, StubHub, and of course JD Sports. This is the kind of fight that fight fans love, for many reasons. First of all, the heavyweight division right now is on the threshold of a golden era. Perhaps we might even say it's already there. The top 8 fighters in this division all qualify for title fights. It's an amazing year coming up. So we have 2 heavyweights that are going to face each other and put it all on the line. It's going to be a great one. For a fan, personally, I'll speak for myself, it's between 2 guys that you don't want to see lose, 2 guys that I love to see in the ring, 2 guys that I love to associate with outside of the ring. They're fit, they're focused, the undercard is sensational. It's going to be a great night of boxing. So here to start us off and start to fill us in some more about this event Saturday night at the O2 is Mr. Adam Smith from Sky Sports Box Office.
Thank you, Michael. Here we go again. One of the great fights we've seen in recent years. 2 years ago in Manchester between Dillian Whyte and Dereck Chisora, it had to happen again, and a lot has changed in those 2 years as well. Both of them coming off terrific victories in the summer on a wonderful night at the O2. Dillian doing ever so well to beat Joseph Parker, a really good performance. And as for Dereck Chisora at the end, to come back after the onslaught he'd taken from Carlos Takam, to find the shots to give him the golden ticket back into the higher echelons of the heavyweight division. It's a massive fight, 3 days before Christmas, a real pre-Christmas cracker, December the 22nd at the O2, and what a time for the 2 of them as well, with heavyweight boxing, just the talk around the world. After Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury gave us that classic in LA, AJ will be working with us on Saturday night and waiting for his next move. Will it be against the winner of this? Will it be against Jarrell Miller, who'll also be in, who's waiting for him in New York? Will it, of course, be the unification that we all want with Deontay Wilder? The prizes on offer after this are fantastic, but I think what's great about this is that the 12 rounds we saw in Manchester were just thrilling. And I can't see any other way that this is not just round 13 and off we go again. Fantastic undercard as we saw earlier. The whole thing live on Sky Sports Box Office Saturday night. Do not miss it. This is one fight that you have to see this year. Eddie.
Thank you, Adam, and of course thank you always for your support, and thank you to Haymaker as well, David Hay, Nicole and the team. It's been a pleasure working with you guys. I think you've added another dimension to this fight. Publicly and behind closed doors as well, and I think there's a great narrative. We didn't necessarily need it because the first fight was one of the best heavyweight fights I think all of us have ever seen, and this is the fight that people are talking about out on the streets. Stopped yesterday numerous times. Oh, who's gonna win? Whyte Chisora, that first fight was crazy. You know, has Hay made a difference? How much has Dillian Whyte got left in the tank? It's the unanswered questions of the first fight. Some people felt that Chisora won that fight. Some people felt that Dillian Whyte won that fight. But one thing we know, it was one of the best 12 rounds of action you would ever see. And I think on Saturday night, it's just repeat all over again. These guys are going to kick off where they left off. And there's something special about that O2 Arena. We was at Madison Square Garden last week. What a place. But the O2 Arena, like I said in the earlier press conference, is our Madison Square Garden. This is the place where we get the thrills. This is the place where we get the action. For Dereck Chisora, what a career he's had, and I honestly feel like he may be the best he's ever been. Certainly a career best victory against Carlos Takam last time out, another fight of the year contender, and now with Haymaker, with David Hay, I think he's going to be better than he's ever been in this fight before. Dillian Whyte, what more has he got to do? He's boxed everyone that's been put in front of him, and as I said to him the other day on the phone, it wasn't so long ago that Dillian Whyte was fighting for nothing, just opportunities to try and make his way in the sport. He's escalated through British Championship, through major pay-per-view events, and he's now a standalone pay-per-view fighter who every time he gets in the ring, excites. The night against Parker was sensational. Of course, Chisora Takam, and then Whyte against Parker. It was an unbelievable night, and we will get another unbelievable night on Saturday night. And the winner of this fight is so important to the global heavyweight scene. There is so much at stake, not just there, but also pride. I know none of these guys want to lose, and they will be doing everything they can to entertain us on Saturday and also become victorious.
Thanks very much, Eddie. Let's get to Don Charles first of all, down the far end. Don, who's been with Dereck a long time. He knows him so well. His great stable, his great team, and what he can provide. How have the last 10, 12 weeks gone for you?
It's gone remarkably very well. When two individuals get together, teams, it's a gamble, but I can honestly say to you that it's gone really, really well.
What's going to be different about Dereck? He looks fit and sleek. He looks happy at the workouts yesterday. What are the changes? Are there anything that you've done since the Takam fight to prepare for Dillian's second time around?
I've normally got an awful lot to say, but I'm going to save it. Basically, tune in on Saturday night and you'll see it all will be revealed.
I'll tell you who will say more is the man next to me, David, obviously retired after the wars that you had and the fantastic career, now guiding Dereck Chisora, a story in itself, and a really interesting one, because obviously the two of you spent a lot of time together in the last few weeks. Do you think you've made that difference mentally to him?
I think Dereck has always had in him what he needs to be one of the best heavyweights on the planet. He's had opportunities in the past, and I don't think he's capitalised as best as he could, and I think he's realised that now. Experience has told him we need to work hard, we need to make the sacrifices required, and that's what he's done. He's paid the price. He's all the things he used to do, he's no longer doing. And when he stands on the scales tomorrow, you'll be able to see. You'll see the difference. And I'm very, very confident. I knew he had the capabilities. I've been there with him. I felt his power. I felt his presence in the ring. I've seen it with my own eyes. The intensity and the ferocity that he's been sparring, for me, shows he's coming for war. He realised he was in a battle the first time round. He went to war first time. I don't think he had 12 rounds of war in him on that day. He has 12 rounds of war for Saturday. He realises a performance like last time, 2 years ago, isn't good enough to beat the 2018 version of Dillian Whyte, who's immensely improved himself. So I'm very, very positive that the heat that's going to be brought to Dillian is going to put him so far in his uncomfort zone. Us fans are going to love it, but Dillian is going to be very, very uncomfortable, and I'm just happy that Dereck's done what he's needed to do, because it's going to be so fun for the fans. If you thought the first fight was fun and intense and exciting, now imagine both fighters improving after 2 years. Both fighters trained harder than they've ever trained before. I can only speak for Dereck, but I'm hearing the same things echo from Dillian's team, that he's in career best shape, that he's been sparring great, and he's in fantastic shape. That just works out great for all of the fans who packed that amazing O2 arena, and everybody tuning into Sky Box Office will get their value for money, 100%.
David, you were sitting with us for the epic war itself between Dereck and Carlos Takam, and I think you thought Carlos Takam would have too much for Dereck.
Yeah,
what did you learn from Dereck on that summer night that makes you believe that he can possibly fight for the world heavyweight title again next year, and that he has got enough left at this stage?
He proved me completely and utterly wrong. Prior to that fight, I'd tell anybody. I actually said to Dereck himself before the fight, I said, I know Carlos Takam, I've sparred with him. You don't really want to fight this guy. He's all wrong for you. I considered him a better version of Dereck. I thought he was stronger, he was fitter, he's just more intense. And that's how it appeared in the first few rounds. What you can't equate for, what you can't look up on someone's record, is their heart and their determination and their toughness, their spirit, their will to win. And his will to win was so strong. He came through such as you said, a horrendous onslaught to come back and to have that type of knockout power after you've taken so much punishment shows the type of toughness that you have. And I think that with the added fitness, with the added conditioning, the added strength, the added endurance. He's pushed his body to the absolute limit, and he's fresh, he's ready to go. We've had to rein him back the last few days. He wants to train, and apparently going by his team historically, that's not been his top of the priorities. But by this time it has been, and it's really nice to see that he wants to work, he wants to train, and he wants to be let off the leash on Saturday night to do some serious damage.
Team Whyte, you do a lot of work, and you've been doing a lot of work over the last few years to get Dillian into the position that he is now. First of all, you take this fight, and it's a risk. There's talk of the AJ fight possibly in April, and you're going with Dereck again. Utterly confident, Mark, that you can do a better job than you did in Manchester?
Absolutely, Adam. Let me tell you something. Listen, 99.9% a good boxer will beat a brawler. Right, he's not only just a boxer, he's a box fighter. Yeah? As long as we get it right on the night, which we will do, we'll box and fight our way to a very good victory. It ain't going to be easy, but we will meet him and greet him, but beat him to the punch. Yes, right? And that's how it is. It ain't going to be easy, but he looks in good shape. They both look in good shape, but this man has had a wonderful training camp. You know I'm going to say that anyway, but the boys at the Loughborough University have done their job. We've all done our own work. Everyone's done our own work to make Dillian Whyte better than he is, and the percentage I was looking for will be evident on Saturday night.
Some people saying he's one of the great fighters of 2018 because of the wins over Lucas Brown and Joseph Parker. How is he improving fight by fight for you as he aims for the world heavyweight title?
Well, it's all about Dillian's maturity. You know, his ring craft. He's got ring craft. But in the past, I've said it before, he's always been ruled by his head. But he weighs up things. He's got to be we've got to stamp authority consistently and persistently, and we will do. And his maturity as a fighter, as an individual, is going to take him to the next level. This man, I've never felt before. I said it last time when he fought Parker. He's ready for them all, but we ain't overlooking Dereck Chisora.
Thanks, Mark. They're not overlooking you, Dereck, and they shouldn't overlook you. Content yesterday at the workout, signing autographs and leaner than ever. You seem in a brilliant place. Is this the best place you've been in a long, long time?
Oh yeah. I'm in a great place right now. If you remember, I think last year in November, after we left the Monte Carlo casino, some of you guys probably say that it's done now. There's no way coming back from this. You know, when I done the interview, I said, you know what, it's time I go rebuild and come back. God is great. Born again. Gave my life to the Lord, forgave those who've seen on me and who done wrong on me and stuff like that. So by doing that, I became a better person, and by that, I contacted my very good friend here, David, which put me through the Lazo paces in training by showing me the whole program. He didn't train me, but he was telling me this is what we need to do to get what we want to get. And it's gone well, training-wise, lifestyle-wise. Now I'm just ready to go to war, have a great fight.
No build-up like the last time, glasses, tables, none of that. It's calm. It's business, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently I believe Mike Goodall screwed his tables already. They're screwed down anyway, so can't really lose them anyway, but it's okay. Hey, listen, I think the last build-up, I made Eddie loads of money, so I don't think I'm going to do that anymore for Eddie. Yeah, right. So I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'll do something when I want to do something. For now, you know what? I'm just happy that training's gone well. Everybody's fine in my camp. I'm just ready to fight.
You're predicting war. Is it a case of round 13? It's more of the same, or is there something different that you're going to bring Dillian on Saturday night?
No, I'm going to bring the same game I bring every day, man. We're going to go to fight. His coach just said, yeah, he's going to try to box. He'll be a fighter, he'll be a boxer, But really, truly, he's not in the ring, so Dillian's going to have to be there, fight. He's going to try and run. He's going to come meet me in the middle, which is great for me. So whatever game plan they have, our game plan is just bite the gum shield and seek and destroy.
Do you realise how good a fight it was 2 years ago? I mean, a real thriller. Whichever way you thought it went or Dillian thought it went, it was one of the best we've had on our shores for many, many years. It should be a game, shouldn't it?
Listen, I'm not going to lie to you as I sit here. It's like, come round 6 when we're pounding, come back to round 7, and then you look on the corner and you're like, God damn, he's still going on. And then suddenly, round 8, round 9, and you're like, oh, Jesus. And you just have to bite the gum and go. And it was a great fight. Fans, I think the boxing fans loved it. Everybody loved it. My brain cells didn't love it, but I enjoyed it. So I don't know about Dillian, but I think Dillian enjoyed it. It was a great fight.
If he's improved a lot in the last couple of years, what about you and the place you're in with Don and David and fitness-wise? Do you think maybe round 8, round 9, you won't have that same feeling? You'll be stronger than ever?
No, we're gonna God honest truth, man. We're gonna drown Dillian from the get-go. We know he's fit, but we want to see how fit is he. We're gonna go boom from the gates.
Dillian, you ready for the charge, for the war that Dereck Chisora is going to bring this time around? You had 12 rounds with him 2 years ago. What's going to be different?
You keep getting about eating a pound. Everything's going to be pounding is meat. That's all he's going to be pounding, eating a pound of meat, my friend. Trust me. Listen, there's levels to this thing, and I keep leveling up every fight, every camp. I keep improving. Listen, Dereck will see how strong I am. Come Saturday, you'll see how strong I am. You see how strong I am.
Mark's talking about you as the box fighter. Dereck says you're going to run. What sort of tactics are you going to implement this time to make sure that you do get that world heavyweight title shot next year? This is boxing. I'm used to people saying they're coming to do this and coming to do that to try and get into my head and hopefully I'll go in there and do something else. I'm used to it. I've been around long enough now. I've seen things, and these fighters that say I'm going to come and bang you in the first round, I'm going to do this, and then they come and do something else. So I don't think even Dereck himself knows what he's doing or where he's going. So let's see what he comes with in the night and what happened in the night. Do you think that you have matured mentally, physically, professionally over those last couple of years? You've chosen the right opponents at the right time that stand you in much better stead going into this one. I haven't chosen the right opponent. Eddie just said, you're fighting this guy, or it's that guy. And I said, all right, whatever, whichever one you can get, I'll take. I would have chosen much better opponents if I was able to choose. So, but I've had good fights, I've had good learning fights. I just see time and time again, guys have undefeated records, and then they fight nobody. Just for example, Wilder, like Fury the other day, fought one decent fighter, and he got exposed. So I'm having all the right fights, fighting all the right people. I'm still learning. There's still a lot more to learn, still a lot more to improve, and a lot more to come. So I'll fight anyone, man. Whoever they bring, whatever they, I enjoy fighting different people, solving different puzzles, and just getting on with whatever's in front of me, man. A lot of talk about Dereck and what he's done for this camp, but you've been back up in Loughborough, and it's something that's really working for you, isn't it, up there? Yeah, it's good luck to them and what they've done, man. I haven't really been screaming and shouting about what I've been doing, and I'm not born again Christian and all this nonsense, but there's
what the funniest thing is, at least I ain't doing no black magic. I don't come up with a voodoo talk, you know what I'm saying? So, you might want to say whatever you want to say, but don't come with a black magic talk. Giving me the curses and the voodoo talk.
What are you worrying about? I said hello to you in the native language, but you don't know your native tongue, bro.
Are you wearing your anal beads again today?
Yeah, I left him in your house last night.
Are you wearing your anal bits again?
Don't worry, Saturday I'll bring them for you.
Don't worry.
Your David can share them from both ends.
It was all going so well.
It's him that brought it up, not me. Once again, I get the blame for something he done.
Not getting any blame. What's going to happen Saturday night? What do you need to show the world?
Listen, you know me, I do whatever it takes to get the win, man. That's it, you know, I just do whatever it takes to get the win. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and... I've been involved in fights, I've been shouting and screaming and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I just conserve my energy, man. I'm relaxed. You guys, listen, you guys know what I bring. You guys know I can fight. You guys know I can box. You guys know I can hit. You guys know I have power. You know, so I just go and do my thing. I don't need to sit here and scream about, I'm going to do this. The fight don't need no selling, no building, you know. But there's going to be blood. There will be blood Saturday night.
Well, there was hate last time. There might not be like this time, but there's respect, isn't there?
I respect everyone, you know. It's not an easy job getting in the ring, man. It's hard, you know. I respect everyone, from the journeyman of the sport to the world champion of the sport. You know, you know, it's what it is, man.
Dereck, likewise. Respect for Dillian this time.
Listen, I keep saying it, man. Enough respect for Dillian, you know, for everything he's achieved, you know, from boxing in your core, boxing on some other shows with promoters and stuff like that, and then constantly teaming up with Eddie. That's enough respect. You can't take that away from a man when he's achieved so much, you know. So I got respect for him.
How much do you want this, Dereck? How much do you need it Saturday night?
You know, when I was coming here, I was like, you know, Eddie's dangling that carrot again, you know, in front of me and Dillian, and that carrot is AJ, you know.
You're carrots, man. You're obsessed with carrots, bro.
You know, I was like, Eddie's dangling like that carrot, you know, about, you know, there's two fighters there and there's a carrot there, you know, like AJ fighting Wembley, you know, but it's okay, man, you know. But, you know, I'm just gassed, man. The fight's here. I've been asking for this rematch for a while, and it's happening now.
Prediction, what happens?
Man, listen, I don't want the fight to go on points. 100%, I don't want the fight to go on points, because if it go on points, I know Eddie's going to pay the judges and stuff like that, so I can't afford it.
You will knock him out?
I'm going to knock the sucker out. 100%. I'm going to hit him. I'm going to pound him. I'm going to hit him, pound it. Whatever he wants, I'm going to give it to him.
Dillian? And for you, by knockout?
Come Saturday night, you guys will see, man. Don't worry, let Dereck do all the talking and all this other stuff, man. Saturday night, you guys will see. Listen, this different animal will stand in front of him Saturday night. Now, a 27-year-old immature boy who only been scheduled for 12 once, you know, inexperienced. I'm experienced. I've been involved in 12-round battles. Listen, you guys will see. You guys will see. See, it's a different man he's fighting. A complete different man. A complete different man. My base is stronger. Listen, you guys will see. We'll see.
Time has changed and you're ready. Let's bring Eddie in finally. For the winner, obviously. Huge opportunities ahead. 2019, how do you think it's going to unfold?
We talk about the carrots and the dangling. To be honest with you, this is a fight within itself. And there are people coming on Saturday night who are coming as fans. Anthony Joshua is one of them. People want to see this fight. People don't know what's going to happen in this fight. People think these two are crazy. And they are crazy. Because if you watch that first fight, why on earth would you want to do this again?
So if it's another classic, there could be a trilogy.
Who knows? I mean, that might not be good for people. But all I know is this fight is a crazy fight to take for both guys because of what happened in the first fight. For Dillian, like Dereck says to him and goes in, why don't you take this? You're there. You're #1 with the WBC. You're top 5 of everybody. Why risk it against me?
I know why.
Why?
Because you're not fighting his corner going to be to fight for the WBC. That's why you're selling him short.
Really? What?
Yeah.
What against you?
Man, the guy was a WBC champion for like silver for about a year and a half, and you haven't fought his corner rightly, so it says a lot, man.
Well, maybe he thinks this is the right fight. Maybe he thinks this is an easy touch for the money.
Come on, man. You know, fight for your boy, man. Come on, boy. Right now, you're not fighting his corner. Let's be honest.
I'm fighting his corner. I just think this is.
You're not fighting his corner, man. You're not.
I'll be back.
Just shift for a table at him like he did last time.
I wasn't bothered by that table. I was quite cool under the circumstances. But what I was saying is, this is a risky fight for Dillian Whyte because he is there, he is in that position, and it's a risky fight for both. And I take my hat off to both.
No, it's not a risky fight for me.
No?
I'm talking about, I didn't have anywhere to go, did I? No, it's not.
Physically a risky fight.
Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that. Physically what? It don't matter, man. I'm gonna come out here nice. Do you understand? It's we're gonna go and take what's his and make it mine. You know, that is it. It's not a risky fight for me. I am ready. That's it.
One thing I was saying earlier to the media is that in certain environments you become a very, very difficult man to beat. And I think when you went to Monaco, in that little room, it wasn't like when you go into Manchester and you go to the O2, that's what you're about. And Monaco just weren't for you.
Oh man, listen, I like to have fights, man. And when the crowd in Monaco is like, you're busy sweating there, and then suddenly you got somebody drinking a margarita there, looking at you like it's a gladiator, it's like it's a slave days, like look at this black guy fighting a white guy. It's like gone back to the slave days, and then it's like it was like that in Monaco. So it's like you're like, oh. You look outside the ring, everybody's like on their Blackberries, on the phones, and you're like, for fuck's sake, can you just watch one round? Oh, sorry, Adam, for swearing. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
We dropped off live when he talked about the anal.
I apologize. Yeah, but Monaco's a great city, but I don't think it's a great place for boxing because you don't have true die-hard fans in Monaco. It's a different atmosphere. It's totally hard. It's like it's just.
What do you think the crowd's going to be like on Saturday? Interesting. 2 Londoners.
Oh, Dereck Chisora. Oh, Dereck Chisora. That's going to be the anthem for the fight. It's going to be great on Saturday night. I'm just buzzing. You don't understand. It's like, when the guy comes and he goes, oh, you got 10 minutes, and then suddenly you're like, oh, Jesus, 10 minutes. I was saying this to David over there, I was like, oh, 10 minutes. And then they start singing, what's the last song they sing? What's the name of it?
Sweet Carol.
Yeah, and they start going, da-da-da. And then after this song, boy, and then you get Michael Barber goes, ladies and gentlemen, and you're like, God damn, what am I doing here? I wish I could go home right now. You're like, oh, okay, it's on. And then suddenly when you come on your dressing room, that's it. It's fight time. But you know what? You can't buy the adrenaline anywhere in the shops or anywhere of what we go through as boxers. I'm sorry. Lacing up the gloves, going through that. It's just a buzz. It's amazing. I love it.
Respect to both. David, closing words. Will you get that same buzz? You've had the blessing of achieving that.
I know exactly what he's talking about, and I'm sure I'll get a similar type of buzz on Saturday night, knowing the ferocity that Dereck's trained at, and knowing what his team have said happened in the first fight compared to this fight. It's a completely different human being. He's so much fitter. But everything, all bases have been covered, and it's just going to be fun. Knowing, being by his side, going out there to war. I'm going to be very nervous. I had that for whenever for friends or family fight. I get so much more nervous for them than I do myself because I'm out of control. I can't do anything. I just got to sit back and just allow what's going to happen. And I'm looking forward to it. And Dereck, probably for the first time, in my opinion, maybe you disagree, is going to walk out with a different type of confidence. Not that he's going to go to war, he's going to put it online, but he's 100% ready to fight for 12 rounds at a hellacious pace. I know he can do it. He knows he can do it. He doesn't have to sit on the ropes taking punishment to get a breather. He can just keep pushing that pace. And that was if he had 2 or 3 more rounds of quality fighting him the first time round, he would have got the nod. This time round, he's going to go, and I'm sure Dillian's got a great plan. He's got a good coach, good team, good staff. He's gonna bring his A game. It just means the fans are gonna get their money's worth, and that's all we want. We want to make sure this is an entertainment business, and these guys are guaranteed to entertain. So Sky Box Office is gonna blow up.
Thanks, David, Adam. Thanks for all coming out today, and massive respect for these two, because these are the ones that are going to be entertaining the nation come Saturday night. Wish them the best of luck, and everybody on the undercard as well. We're going to have a head-to-head up here now. Then both guys available for one-on-ones. We'll see you at the Whyte Business Design Centre, Islington, 1 PM tomorrow. Thank you.
Stay a bit, thank you. God calm down. He's lost it. Excuse me, can you get down please?
Time. Leading. When you're